In this world, words can either heal or hurt, build you up or tear you down. Some words are so powerful that they can stick with you for a lifetime, cutting deep into your heart and soul. And then, there are the words of evil people, words that are carefully crafted to manipulate, control, and destroy. You may not realize it at first, but these toxic phrases are designed to make you feel small, unworthy, and powerless. The truth is, these people don't care about your feelings. They only care about getting what they want. They will use their words as weapons to break you down and control your every move. Have you ever been made to feel like you weren't enough? Have you been in a situation where someone's words made you question your own reality? You're not alone. In this video, we'll uncover the 10 things evil people always say, phrases that may sound harmless at first, but are meant to hurt, manipulate, and trap you. The goal is to help you spot these phrases before they do any damage. Let's learn how to protect ourselves from their words and take back control of our lives. The first is, "You're nothing without me." This is one of the most damaging phrases used by toxic individuals. It's an attempt to control and manipulate by stripping you of your sense of self-worth and independence. When someone says, "You're nothing without me," they are trying to make you believe that your value is dependent on them. This statement is meant to make you feel small, weak, and helpless, like you cannot function or exist without their influence. The purpose of this phrase is to erode your confidence and self-esteem. Over time, you may begin to internalize these words, believing that you are less than or unworthy without the other person in your life. This creates an emotional and psychological bond, where you feel obligated to stay in the relationship, even if it is unhealthy or toxic. But the truth is, you are more than enough. Your worth is not determined by anyone else's approval or control. You are complete on your own, and you deserve to be in relationships that lift you up, not tear you down. When you hear this phrase, remember that it's a manipulation tactic meant to make you feel powerless. You are not defined by the person who says these words. Your value is inherent, and you have the right to live a life where you are treated with respect and love. Take back your power by recognizing that no one can make you feel worthless unless you allow them to. Your worth is unshakable, and it is not dependent on anyone else. The second is, "I'm just telling the truth." There are some who hide behind the phrase, "I'm just telling the truth," as an excuse to justify their cruelty. But the reality is, the so-called truth they offer is often nothing more than a weapon disguised as honesty. These people know exactly how to twist facts, leaving you to believe that what they say is the undeniable truth, even when it's not. Their truths are often filled with insults, hurtful comments, and criticisms that break down your self-esteem and confidence. The damage is done slowly, one word at a time, until you start questioning yourself. This kind of manipulation doesn't just harm your sense of self-worth, it destroys relationships. When someone uses this line, they want you to believe that their version of the truth is the only one that matters. But the truth is, their words are designed to tear you down, not help you grow. They use honesty as a tool to control you, making you doubt everything you believe to be true. The key to protecting yourself is recognizing when someone is using this phrase as a weapon. Their so-called truth is just another tactic to undermine your confidence and manipulate your reality. The third is, "You'll never find anyone better than me." This is one of the most damaging phrases evil people use to manipulate and control others. By saying, "You'll never find anyone better than me," they aim to create a sense of dependency. They want you to feel like they are the best you can get, even if they treat you poorly. They isolate you from other potential relationships, making you believe that no one else would ever love or appreciate you the way they do, no matter how abusive or hurtful they might be. This phrase is a power play designed to undermine your confidence and create emotional dependency. They want you to believe that you are unworthy of someone better, that they are irreplaceable. But the truth is, You are worthy of love and respect. No one should make you feel like you have no choice but to stay with them. This is a classic manipulation tactic used to trap you in a toxic, one-sided relationship. You deserve more than someone who seeks to control you with guilt and fear. Recognizing this manipulation is the first step in breaking free from their grip. The fourth is, everyone else thinks so too. Have you ever been made to feel like your opinion didn't matter? Evil people often use the phrase, everyone else thinks so. 2. To pressure you into conforming to their desires. They want you to believe that their opinion is the consensus, that the entire world agrees with them, and that you're the one who's out of touch. It's a subtle but powerful form of manipulation. They know that the need for approval and acceptance is strong, especially in social situations, and they will use it to undermine your own beliefs and decisions. This tactic is designed to make you feel like your individuality doesn't matter, and that if everyone else agrees with them, you must be wrong. It's an attempt to force you into conformity, even if it means giving up your own sense of self. But the reality is, you don't need to rely on the approval of others to validate your feelings or beliefs. Your identity isn't shaped by what others think of you. The key is to recognize when someone is using social pressure to manipulate you into doing something you don't want to do. Trust your own judgment, and don't let others dictate who you should be or how you should think. 5. I'm the only one who truly cares about you. When someone tells you, I'm the only one who truly cares about you, it can feel like a comforting reassurance. But behind those words lies a toxic attempt to isolate you from others. This phrase is often used by manipulative individuals to create a sense of dependency, making you feel like no one else can or will care for you the way they do. They want to be the center of your world, controlling not only your time, but also your emotions. This emotional blackmail is dangerous because it works on your deepest vulnerabilities, the need to be loved, cared for, and appreciated. By convincing you that they are the only one who cares, they seek to alienate you from your friends, family, and support systems. The isolation makes it easier for them to control you, as they know you have nowhere else to turn for love and support. This can lead to unhealthy attachments, where you begin to question the authenticity of the love and care others offer you. But here's the truth. True love doesn't demand that you cut off other people. Real love allows you to grow and thrive with a strong support network. If someone is truly concerned for your well-being, they'll encourage your relationships with others, not tear them down. Recognize when love is being used as a manipulation tactic, and don't let anyone make you feel like you are alone in this world. You deserve love that builds you up, not love that isolates and controls. 6. You're too sensitive. This phrase is one of the most insidious tactics used by manipulators to diminish your emotions and invalidate your experiences. When someone tells you, you're too sensitive, they are trying to make you doubt your feelings and question your reality. It's a classic example of gaslighting, when someone manipulates you into thinking that your emotions and perceptions are wrong, even though they're valid. The purpose of this phrase is to make you feel guilty for having any emotional response. If you get upset or express hurt, the person behind these words wants to make you feel like you're overreacting or being irrational. This is a way of shifting the blame onto you, making it easier for them to avoid accountability for their hurtful actions. Over time, this can erode your confidence and cause you to second-guess your feelings, leaving you vulnerable to their emotional manipulation. The truth is, your emotions are valid. You have every right to feel the way you do in response to what others say or do. Don't let anyone invalidate your feelings. If someone calls you too sensitive for expressing hurt or frustration, it's a sign that they are not respecting your emotional boundaries. The key is to trust your emotions and recognize that no one has the right to tell you that your feelings aren't justified. You are allowed to feel what you feel, and it's important to protect your emotional well-being. 7. You owe me. I did this for you, so now you owe me. This is one of the most dangerous phrases used by toxic and manipulative people. It's an attempt to create a sense of guilt and indebtedness, where the manipulator tries to make you feel like you must repay them for their actions, whether you want to or not. The person behind this phrase wants you to feel obligated to them, even when they haven't acted out of genuine kindness, but rather out of self-interest. This sense of entitlement is a tactic used to control you. They want you to feel like you are forever indebted to them, creating an emotional and psychological bond where you believe that if you don't comply with their wishes, you are ungrateful. Over time, this can cause you to feel trapped in an ongoing cycle of debt, where you constantly feel the pressure to repay them. But here's the hard truth: you don't owe anyone anything for their kindness, especially when it comes with strings attached. True generosity is given freely, without the expectation of repayment. If someone is constantly reminding you of what they've done for you and trying to hold it over your head, they are manipulating you, not loving you. You have the right to say no, to set boundaries, and to free yourself from the burden of someone else's expectations. Recognize when you're being made to feel guilty and learn to protect your peace by no longer allowing anyone to hold you hostage with the false belief that you owe them. 8. If you really loved me, you would. This phrase is a manipulative tactic that is often used to guilt trip someone into doing something they don't want to do. When someone says, "If you really loved me, you would," they are using love as a bargaining chip to get what they want. The implication is that your love is conditional, based on how much you're willing to sacrifice or do for them. They want to make you feel like your affection for them is somehow inadequate unless you comply with their demands. The emotional pressure behind this statement is powerful. It can make you question your love for the person, even if the request is unreasonable or manipulative. The intention behind it is to make you feel guilty for not meeting their demands, and in doing so, to create a power imbalance in the relationship. Love should never be used as a form of control. Genuine love is about mutual respect, care, and understanding, not about manipulating the other person into doing things they are uncomfortable with. If you hear this phrase, take a step back and consider the true meaning of love. Does love make you feel empowered and supported, or does it pressure you to sacrifice your own well-being? No one should use love as a tool to manipulate or control. You have the right to say no, and you should never feel that your love is conditional on fulfilling someone else's needs at the expense of your own. 9. You'll never succeed without me. This statement is designed to undermine your confidence and make you believe that your success is solely dependent on the manipulator's presence or involvement. When someone says, "You'll never succeed without me," they are playing on your insecurities and self-doubt. They want you to believe that you are incapable of achieving your goals or dreams without their help, even if it means making you feel small and powerless. The truth is, no one has the right to define your potential but you. The manipulator's goal is to diminish your sense of self-worth and make you feel like your efforts will always fall short without their guidance. This can lead to dependency, where you begin to believe that you cannot succeed or thrive without them. But this couldn't be further from the truth. You have the power to achieve great things on your own. Recognizing this tactic is the first step to breaking free from it. When someone belittles your aspirations, it's a sign that they don't want you to succeed independently. The best way to fight back is to believe in yourself, trust your abilities, and surround yourself with people who encourage you to reach your full potential. Your success is not tied to anyone else's opinion of you. You are capable of achieving your dreams on your own terms, and no one can take that power away from you. 10. Nobody will believe you. This phrase is one of the most insidious tactics used by evil people to maintain control over their victims. When someone says, "Nobody will believe you," they are trying to silence you and make you doubt your own experiences. The goal is to isolate you, making you feel like no one will support you, and that speaking out against their manipulative behavior will only lead to more harm. This statement is particularly damaging because it instills a deep sense of fear and shame. It makes you question your own reality, the very things you've experienced and witnessed. The manipulator wants you to believe that no one will take you seriously, that you are imagining things, or that you are overreacting. They want to trap you in a web of lies, leaving you feeling alone and powerless. But the truth is, your voice matters. Even if others may not understand or believe you at first, that doesn't invalidate your experiences. You are not alone. There are people who will listen, support you, and believe in you, and you deserve to be heard. The power of speaking out cannot be underestimated. By sharing your truth, you free yourself from the manipulator's hold and gain back control of your life. If you find yourself being told that no one will believe you, know that this is a tactic meant to silence you. It's a way for the manipulator to keep you isolated, so you don't reach out for help or seek support. The more you stay silent, the more power they have over you. But the moment you speak up, the truth begins to unravel. You have the right to be heard, and you should never let someone else's lies define your reality. The phrases listed above are not just hurtful words. They are the tools of manipulation that evil people use to control and destroy others. They prey on your insecurities, your emotions, and your need for validation. But the good news is, these words only have power if you allow them to. You have the ability to recognize manipulation, and once you do, you can break free from their toxic influence. Remember, you are worthy of respect, love, and kindness. Don't let anyone's words define your worth or dictate your reality. You have the power to choose who you allow into your life, and you can choose to remove toxic influences that try to tear you down. Stand strong, speak your truth, and surround yourself with people who lift you up. Do you recognize any of these phrases in your life? Comment below and share your experiences. It's time to break the silence and take control of your life. Blue heart if this video helped you. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. Let's spread awareness and protect others from toxic manipulation.